part 2, guys, because apparently my phone didn't want to continue to film me. I guess I'm boring my technology. Wanted to share with you guys a couple funny happenings that tend to go on at the shop that I work at. For those of you who have just kind of recently subbed to me or started watching my videos, I do work as, I guess you could say, a tobacconist apprentice. I do spend a lot of time trying to learn as much as possible. I have been complimented on my ability to identify cigars and cigar tobacco, which, that's all fine and good, but I'm here for the pipe community, mostly because I just want to learn from you guys, and genuinely, as I've said before, I find the nicest people in the tobacco industry. You know, I've had people literally tell me that I'm doing the devil's work by tempting people with tobacco products, but I just say, fuck you. This is Sparta. Usually ends with a well-placed kick to the chest. Really, I mean, I have some major gripes, kind of a rant that I'd like to share with you guys. Firstly, I have a lot of people that come into the store with a preconceived notion that since I'm 20 years old, I don't know shit. It drives me nuts, because personally, I know through experience that I know a lot about tobacco. Not so much pipe tobacco as much as I do cigar tobacco, which I'm trying to remedy, so bear with me. But it really pisses me off when I get people in there that just overlook me because, you know, I'm some baby-faced 20-year-old who doesn't know anything. So it really, you know, it's almost a personal attack that hurts my feelings. You know, not that I'm like bearing my yellow insides to everybody, but it just really pisses you off, you know. It's like if you work in an office building and people try to tell you don't know what you're doing. So, suck my ass, you know. Literally, suck my ass. You know, I apologize for the language, guys. I feel bad if some of you guys aren't too huge on the sailor mouth that I've developed, but I'm sorry, it's the way I am. So, you either love me or you hate me. Recently I had a lady come into our store, which our humidor is a very sizable humidor. It runs the whole length of our store, which is pretty sizable. If you guys want to check out the store that I work at, the humidor that I regularly frequent, www.smokemorecigars.com, and you'll probably see stupid photos of my old boss like on the beach and shit like that, but there's a good possibility that you'll see the store and get to see what kind of environment I'm in. Just out of curiosity, you know, you guys don't have to, but just to give you an idea. But we have like 6,000 different items in the humidor, and I had this lady go, she picks up these Villiger, like cigarillos with a plastic rolled insert, and she goes, well, what do you think of these? I'm like, unfortunately, ma'am, I apologize, I don't like cigarillos, so therefore I don't have a very good representation of what they're like or a flavor profile. She goes, well, haven't you smoked everything in here? And I just was appalled. I looked at her and I'm like, ma'am, I'm 20 years old, you know? I've been smoking for 2 years, you know, legally. What do you want from me, you know? We calculated something along the lines if it averaged an hour and a half to smoke every single cigar in our humidor, 24 hours a day, non-stop, no sleeping. It'd be something along the lines of like 6 months straight or a year straight, something like that. And I told her, like, ma'am, I would look like shoe leather, you know, I would look like moccasin material. You know, after I'm done, they'd flay me out and upholster chairs with me, for Christ's sake. I mean, good Lord. So, sorry guys. So, unfortunately, no, I haven't smoked every item in the humidor, and I will not claim to. But I do have a good representation of what stuff should be like. But I'm not going to try to tell anybody or sell anybody anything that I haven't had personally. So, if anybody has any questions, Next time you go to your tobacco store, the 20-year-old punk behind the counter might know more than what you think. And I'm just ranting, you know. In reality, I try to be as humble and modest as I can be, because I have kind of been cast into the fire as a pretty adult, like fairly older adult-oriented business. But I like tobacco, you know. I like reading about it. I like enjoying it. I like trying new things. It's just enjoyable to me. So, another thing I wanted to share with you guys. We have every once in a while we get an interesting crew of people that run through the store, and you know, because a lot of people have this like head shop association with smoke shops, which it pisses me off when people call our store a smoke shop, because it's not a smoke shop. You know, we don't have bong gas masks, or, you know, shisha or hookah, you know, some of the stuff you would associate. We don't have any glassware or anything like that, stuff you would associate with a head shop or a smoke shop. We're a cigar lounge. You know, we sell fine cigars. I mean, it's in the name of the store. So I get people that call me regularly. They're like, do you guys have synthetic urine? Why, yes, sir. Because Big Sticks Fine Cigars and Fake Piss carries all of the detox needs, or the shit that you can't get clean for tests. We'll provide it for you. No, we don't sell piss. I tell you what, if you bring a Pepsi bottle in, I'll top it off for you for like $40. But hell, I'll shit in a Pringles can if you want me to, just as long as you pay me. I mean, and I understand like rolling papers and stuff like that, because some people like to roll their own smokes. But the people that come in that just look downright awful and, you know, aren't rolling tobacco, get the fuck out. I mean, come on. You know, why waste my time? Why waste your time? Just do some research and be intelligible about it. I'm not going to rag on anybody for enjoying what they want to enjoy, unless it's like punching babies or microwaving cats, so whatever. We get a lot of people like that. Another thing I wanted to touch base on, if you guys aren't aware, and you got kids like around my age or younger, really do some research on this bath salts, spice, pretty much synthetic drugs that people are now profiting highly on right now. Because I know there's a couple shops down here that sell to kids that are old enough to buy these products. They're synthetic drugs. They're like synthetic speed, synthetic cocaine. There's THC in these like chemical batches. They're way worse for those people than the actual thing, you know, other than like speed, because speed's ridiculous. You have to do everything to it besides put it in a particle accelerator, but yeah, really pay attention to this, guys, because it's hitting our community. You know, the people that enjoy to smoking their pipes and their cigars. You know, there's these people that seem to think just because we smoke pipes and cigars that we're like death dealers of synthetic drugs. And if there's anybody that watches us that personally knows the people that sell it, smack them in the face. My mom works for a hospital back home, and they had a guy come in high on the synthetic speed. He leapt out of a 2-story window because he was so high he didn't know where he was, and woke up afraid and jumped out the fucking window to his death. You know, I'm a firm believer in people do whatever the hell they want, but there's a line. There's a line that you cannot cross. So just basically, you know, just stay aware of the happenings going on in the world right now. I had a guy call us the other day and ask for Xanny bars, which are synthetic Xanax. Apparently, the site that I read that's trying to hype these pills to people for them to buy, it's like being drunk. Take 2 and drink for the desired effect. What a horrible thing to do to people. You know, if people are going to look at us and point fingers about stuff like this, then how can you turn your back on something like that? You know, it's not even tobacco products, but it's still destructive to people. I mean, I don't feel that this is any more dangerous than anything else that anybody enjoys doing. You know, like if I wanted to go to the grocery store and buy all the fake cheese I could and cram it in my mouth. You know, everything's bad for you nowadays, but the stuff that's supposed to be illegal, I mean, come on, people. So, like I said, guys, just be intelligible about the situations we're dealing with right now. But other than that, I think I've overstayed my welcome. Yet again, I would like to thank all you guys for subbing to me and watching my videos. And I just hope that people appreciate what I'm doing. You know, it's always nice to see you guys comment, and so I really appreciate it, guys. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to hearing back from Daft Lily 1, and I'd really like to get a hold of some geopipes. Looking forward to hearing back from Mark Belkovec, and of course, looking forward to hearing from Jake Ackert, because I think out of all the pipes that I can possibly want right now, I think Jake's pipes are the ones right now. You know, not to insult anybody else, but I do have wants, I do have needs. I will get that pipe. But thanks so much, guys. As always, much love. Kyle, or Metalman0153. Good night, guys.